Hello everyone, my name is Hotwire and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy, Part 7! Without further ado, we're going to jump straight in. We are carrying on more or less straight from the last one. I've just had a little bit of a break to give myself time to sort stuff out. And to allow for the mandrakes to grow. Mandrake! Ah, that's sweet samba music. So cool. Anyway, room of requirement. Let's go get my mandrakes and everything else.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
I think Steek should shut up. Yay! Right. Yeah then. And growing mandrakes will only grow one at a time. Great. Let's go to world map. Easier to go to world map. It's a map of the world. Sorry, I just want to add this to the thing.
You're gonna regret coming.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
Now each creature reacts differently to the mandrake.
Assignment's all finished. Leviosa. Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Leviosa. Confringo. Defendo.
Yay!
Leviosa. Accio. Confringo. There's a victory that came none too soon. Ugh.
I love the fact that he had those kind of reactions to spiders. This is funny.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Possibly. Hogwarts. Let's go learn Wingardium Leviosa.
Wonderful to see you again.
Oh yes, I did collect the note there. Okay. Sorry, I was just double checking. Double checking!
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Yay!
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it.
Yay! I do also
When
apologize.
executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Okay. Yeah. As I was about to say, I do apologize if this appears out of sync at any point, or if the volume suddenly kicks up at any point, or anything like that. Hopefully that won't happen, but I'll do what I can. But again, apologies if it does. Ah! Wingardium Leviosa.
Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Ooh, I gained a talent point. Well, I know what I'm getting with that already. Wiggenweld potency level 2. Now, one vial of Wiggenweld will fully heal me. Or at least as it currently stands. And there is.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
Yay!
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wiggen tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely. Terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
That's awful. That's almost comical. I went with that's almost comical with Gryffindor, and that's awful with Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff I sort of went with the more apologetic and like I feel sorry for him and like that's awful sort of thing. Gryffindor is like, yeah, that's just funny, which is what I'm going to do with this one as well.
Fair bit of bad luck there, I'd say.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad things worked out as they did. I feel sorry for your former professor. I feel sorry for your former professor was Hufflepuff. We're going with the other one. With I'm glad things worked out the way they did.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your Wigan trees.
I've never even seen a Wigan tree. Anyway.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You're a natural.
Now, a few things to note. Firstly, anything that can be affected by Accio, so can actually be affected by it, if you hold Accio long enough, it will automatically turn into Wingardium Leviosa.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
See? Secondly, the right stick is gonna, or whatever is the equivalent of that, it's gonna determine your like, it's going to move it around you, and it's going to allow you to control its height. But to move it closer or further away from you without moving yourself, that's where it was like telling me about the D-pad. Same as rotating it. So, yay.
Revelio.
Revelio. Chinese chopping cabbage. He kicked it, he did. I don't know why, but he did.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Huh.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
You can't imagine how many times I've heard that and how little I care. Brothers Keeper, which we haven't done yet, near the Breaking Gam. The Daily and Keats will be finished in this one, but not right now. First we need to go to the map chamber. The map chamber with Professor Fig. Oh, Figgy boy, Fig! Yeah, because Wingardium Leviosa is the one that really I use on this one more. Before we do, let's go quickly and grab Stoof. Well, not grab stuff, but do stuff. Fly! This game and its music choices, man. It's so cool. I'm flying the wrong direction. I hadn't even noticed.
Revelio.
There's another cart that's just moving about. I don't even know where I'd find him.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Means mallow sweet.
Who would have thought that butterflies of all things would blossom into treasure?
What? They're talking about my quest that I did recently.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
That scarecrow, like, they're telling me off. And like, how dare you? Yeah.
Incendio.
I will deal with the other Merlin trial that's here later because I need
Revelio.
what is it? I've forgotten its name now. What was it I needed again? Oh yes, Arresto Momentum. It's a combination
Not
one.
sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Quite well, actually.
Revelio.
So I thought I might have been going the wrong direction. Wasn't entirely sure, figured we'd check. I'm a train, y'all. This would be a great time for the Hogwarts Express to turn up and just hit me. Something it is well and truly capable of doing, by the way, if it so chose.
Revelio.
Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Okay. Basically, she turned around and said we can go learn for Plendo now. I was not expecting that to happen, particularly whilst I was on my broom.
Off on another adventure, are we?
So, since we can go learn Flipendo, I suppose we should. What do you think, people? Don't know why I'm asking you, you never respond. Even when you leave comments and I respond to those comments, you don't give me another response back. But what sort of stuff do you want to see? Well, we're not gonna say anything. It's me just rambling to myself. Because I do that. That is a thing I do. Acquire all 3 combination plants and use them simultaneously. All 3 combat plants, and it also says just says use them simultaneously. It doesn't say I have to use them on anyone. And grow and harvest the fluxweed, which I have. So that be a trip to room of requirement. It is required of me. Mandrake or Mandragora. Nice.
Thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
What happens if I use this while Deke's around? See? That's all I had to do. And it counts.
Accio. Incendio.
Flipendo! I've already acquired the trophy for flipping a cow, like one or several cows 10 times.
The mind.
Not that side, this side. Should be this side. Should be there. But also, venomous tentaculars! Maybe venomously mine. My tool wheel slots are full? So I can only carry 12 of those? Just because I can. So I'm only allowed to place 2 venomous tentaculars out at a time.
Incendio.
But yeah, I want to know this sort of thing, like how do I increase that, both the amount I can carry and like how many I can unleash. How do I increase the size of the room requirement? That was what I was going to look up and I forgot to do that. Oh well.
Perhaps a hybrid. Bouncing tentacular.
That sounds evil and malicious. What are you up to? Should I be concerned?
I've finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlick.
Wonderful! I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn Flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go. You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few parts.
I don't know why you'd use this to move a few parts, but
Wonderfully
also
done. If you'd like to practice a bit more, you're welcome to do so here in the greenhouse. Just mind the plants, please.
no. I will not mind the plants. How dare you suggest such a thing? How dare you suggest such a thing to me? Huh? 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 Huh?
Flipendo!
Look at that. You're a natural.
I don't know why it gives me this option of what's the purpose of my tasks.
Now, where was I? Oh, yes. The greenhouse won't keep itself in order without a nudge from me.
Professor, I was wondering where you're from. What's your background?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. Well, let's see. I grew up in London, right on the Thames.
Sounds lovely. I expected a farm. I expected a farm is why I went with Hufflepuff. Sounds lovely is why I went with Gryffindor. I'm going with that again.
That sounds lovely. All the sights and bustle of a city.
To some, yes. I used to dream of living in the country, but it wasn't until I came to Hogwarts that I felt truly at home. Mind you, it did take some time, and whilst it is my fervent hope that each student eventually feels as at home here as I do, it is not always the case.
I suppose that makes sense.
Well, we each bloom differently, don't we? Some of us, like Devil's Snare, thrive in the shadows, whilst others crave the attention of a bouncing bulb. And we each grow and thrive according to our own plan. Oh, I was terribly nervous when I arrived at the castle. You see, as a child, I knew nothing of witches or wizards. You can imagine how astonished I was to receive my letter from Hogwarts. I spent a good deal of time alone in either the greenhouse or the library my first days here.
Now, again, I went with it takes some getting used to for Gryffindor, and it's a shame people weren't kinder for Hufflepuff. I'm going with it takes some getting used to.
It does take a while to adjust to being here.
Precisely, and I was remarkably fortunate. In fact, a 7th year took me under her wing during those first days. She remains one of my dearest friends.
How fortunate.
I was indeed. I dare say you'll find that the friends you make here at Hogwarts will last a lifetime. Now, I'd best get to my recent delivery from the Magic Neep. Mr. Teasdale promised me quite an assortment of seeds this week. Lovely to see you.
Yay! Like, I do wonder who that 7th year was. Like, I am curious.
Flipendo! Defender! Flipendo!
Enjoy the ground, dumbass. Also, I was like staring at my controller and stuff because I noticed my controller changes, like, has the color change on it to match whatever house I want in. Like, I noticed it first in my Gryffindor thing afterwards, and I checked it with the thing. I forgot to mention it during the Hufflepuff one, but I mean, it's not important.
Defense against the dark arts. It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
I wish they'd let the Roman teach the entire curriculum. My siblings and I have all been sorted into different houses. Came as no surprise to my father.
It's hardly worth studying for potions, unless you're anticipating being poisoned sometime in the future.
My family and I travel from.
People clearly don't understand the value of some of these classes.
Something so peaceful about tending to magical plants.
As a mother-born, I never expected to come face to face with a man eating cabbage.
I think garlic puts that venomous tentacular near us deliberately. She does. You see next time.
How are there so many lectures in herbology?
Thought I'd impress garlic by showing her my Mimblelus Mimbletonia. Squirted stink sap all over myself.
Never seen devil snare in the wild. Would be terrifying to encounter, I think. I'm happy to read about it, mind.
I could wander the greenhouses for hours. Just need to avoid the venomous tentacular and the devil's snare.
My older brother used to terrorize me with a fanged geranium.
Huh. I love just sort of like listening to the random conversations that people start making, because they come up with interesting things, interesting points and various other things. It's like, oh, okay. Anyway. Professor Fig! I need to come and see you. Yeah. I'm here, Fig. Let's go to the map chamber. Because then I'll be able to gain my broom upgrade. Sebastian, what are you doing here?
Revelio.
Why are you always loitering in here? Huh?
I was hoping to see you.
Okay.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. I received a flurry of messages from Professor Black's house elf, Scrope.
Scrope sent you messages?
Yes. I thought it was odd too. He asked me to meet him and then told me to take the toast.
Why would you want to take toast?
To a cave under the lake. That's where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
I love that. Oh yeah, side note, we need to bring the book. But like that whole conversation, Fig kept interrupting him. He had to keep interrupting back.
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
Yes, that's alright. Speed up, damn it. But yeah, like, he constantly interrupts him, so he's not allowing me to finish what I'm saying to give him the full explanation. And then we have to keep interrupting back. It's like, no, you will listen. You will listen to what I say. I also love that it'll change depending on what your house quest was. So in our case, it was with Scrope. Whereas the others, it's like Azkaban or...
It was beneath us all this time.
To think. Magic.
looks promising.
I do like this. This looks cool.
A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent.
He's like a lost child in a sweet shop in a little candy store. Just like, oh my god, so much stuff! Oh my!
If only you were here to see this.
Now, I am curious. Book glitched again. Hey developer, we're finding bugs. Can you fix them, please? Thank you. Now, I am curious because in cutscene in the Gryffindor one, a tower similar to this, not necessarily this one, but similar, lit up. As part of the thing, sort of revealed where the trial was. But in the Hufflepuff one, it didn't do it. So I'm wondering whether or not it will do it here in this one. Where are we at that? Hogwarts, 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 give us something real. Quidditch! Quidditch, damn it. Anyway, hi Rackham.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
Yes, and I've always gone with I do.
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
Yeah, see, again, they didn't do it. They didn't do it the way I think, because it did that. Because it did it on the Gryffindor one, where it did its own cutscene where it just went to the map and nothing else. So it was just the map, and then it showed it lighting up to highlight that thing. Then went to this sort of conversation of like them, like, let's have a look, shall we see, sort of thing. I went with, I believe for Gryffindor, it doesn't look familiar. For Hufflepuff, I'm going with, I believe I have.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
It's a transformer. It's a transformer, everyone.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell anyone where you're going.
I don't see why not. We've told literally everyone every detail so far. Make Professor Fig at the tower. Not sure I want to. Okay, again, that came through very quiet. Yet the last time I did this, I was in that area and it was loud, it was clear, it was perfectly fine. Like, I don't know why it does this. Why sometimes the volume is perfectly fine, it's at the right level, and then sometimes the background volume is louder than anything else. Like, we have this message, you need to hear this message. So we'll turn the background volume up and leave the message at a low volume so you can't hear it. And then the fact you can't go to Outpost, open that message up, and then have the individual say it again. Especially considering the game already has the audio files of the individuals actually speaking these lines, of actually saying this stuff. World map. Travel. Basically, we're going to be learning glaciers.
I wonder who lives here.
Magic people. The kind that grow in mushrooms. Yeah, actually, let's go and open it and think. So if you want to read it, just pause it and read it, and then we'll get back to the thing. Glaciers. Glaciers. The spell that says no. That's an odd place for that. Mine now. Woo! I am the new Hogwarts Express, y'all.
No,
Now, these balloons, it does not matter whether you pop them quickly or slowly. Like, you can literally just fly around like this the whole time if you really want. The game does not care. It only cares that they get popped. Pop goes the weasel. And these mission-specific ones are always blue. What was the thing I wanted to check? There was something I wanted to check. And I don't remember what it was. No. Oh yes, I remember it was in here. Hogsmeade. No. No. I think I figured out which one is missing.
Your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
What? Those ones look like Dalmatians. What? That's weird.
Leviosa.
It's weird, but awesome. But weird. And I still don't have a function for the R1 button.
Brilliant.
Go. Cacao. Teach me freezing magic.
How did you get on with those tasks?
I froze everyone in sight.
Madam Kagawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
I did. Not really. I did.
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work.
What was that about paying attention? No, I wasn't doing it. Well, you never do it. Glacius.
Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into the world.
And testing it on the students. Which we are totally gonna do.
Glacius! There you go. Catching them quickly.
Expelliarmus! Capulso! Glacius!
I think it's learned its lesson. But do continue to practice as long as you like. Kinesthesia is a powerful learning tool.
I have no idea what kinesthesia is, but okay.
Glacius!
No. I cannot ask her any questions yet. The game will not let me. Yeah.
I swear it wasn't what you think, my cherub. Your eyes deceived you.
I would have liked to hear the rest of that. That was just weird and random, but awesome at the same time. The gate's down.
What are you up to now?
Oh, the gate rises as soon as I walk up next to it. Okay then. Alright then. Hogsmeade! Need a point of mead. Travel. Traveling. Let us go.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
It does, doesn't it? Or does it? I don't know anymore.
Revelio.
Yep, knew you were the document. You're the one I seem to forget in everyone. Even though I come in and clearly collect the other stuff. It's a collection. One of those is in Broomstick, the other is the private room in the 3 broomsticks. The one in Broomstick I cannot get to yet. Anyway. Traveling.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Why? Why is it nice to see me, huh?
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Why, hello again! Come and listen. I've acquired what models call a boot.
Quite the flyer.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
Your helm. Thank you. Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Maybe. Now I need map. So we can wait for day, which is also going to trigger that again, quiet as hell, and I don't know why.
Revelio.
Landing platform. So I'm just checking to see if the dragon was there. Because sometimes I hear stuff that sounds like it. Let's go!
There we go.
Yay! No.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
No, we just about missed it.
That's it.
Returning to Madame Gaga. 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 Teach me the ability to slow everything down. Teach me
Welcome
the
back.
time war.
Have you finished your assignments?
Maybe.
Reporting back, Professor. Assignment's all finished.
Well done. Shows good discipline. Wisdom is a golden snitch, as they say, and you're proving a skilled seeker in that regard. Let us practice Arresto Momentum. A charm, incidentally, created to stop quaffles from plummeting straight to the ground during a Quidditch match. Precise, deliberate movements.
What was that about precise, deliberate movements? I wasn't making any of them. Yay!
Very good.
Very good.
I recommend practicing your new spell as much as possible. Perhaps before you leave here.
Arresto Momentum.
That's it. Keep it up. Well done. You are on your way to mastering Arresto Momentum.
Uh-huh.
Professor, do you have a moment?
Yes, what is it?
In class, I heard you mention the Toyohashi Quidditch team.
I did. The Toyohashi Tengu are from Japan. Dominant, known for their rigorous training. They practice near the Mahutokoro School of Magic, often battling both tempestuous seas and violent storms, in addition to each other. Tournament play is almost always easier for the Tengu than their training sessions.
I take it you're a fan.
Fan? I was being groomed to play on their team. And I would have been a Tengu, if not for a bit of bad luck.
We all need a bit of bad luck is what I went with for Gryffindor. No, for Hufflepuff. Surely your skill could overcome bad luck is what I went with for Gryffindor.
If you were that good, I can't believe a bit of bad luck could end your entire Quidditch career.
I was excellent. My ability on a broom had nothing to do with what happened. I was betrayed by someone I trusted. Myself. I did not see clearly, and I paid a dear price. My best friend Asuka and I were being groomed to play on the team together. I as keeper, and she as chaser. She was breathtaking. She once corkscrewed through 3 players and scored before they even turned their heads. But as tryouts for the Tengu got closer, she panicked. I did not realize the extent of her panic until it was too late. She wanted so desperately for both of us to play together that she had slipped Felix Felicis into our tea before we were to show them our skills.
That's awful. I'm not sure what that is. I went with I'm not sure what that is for Hufflepuff, and that's awful for Gryffindor, which again I'm doing here.
Liquid luck? That's illegal, isn't it?
It is indeed. I knew within minutes that something was different. I had never played so well. And Asuka was playing more beautifully than I had ever seen. When I confronted her afterwards, she admitted what she had done. I withdrew from consideration immediately.
But it wasn't your fault. You didn't know about the potion in the tea.
It does not matter. My flying that day was not my own. I could not live with myself. So, I withdrew and explained to them why. I burned my broom in disgrace.
What happened to Asuka? Did she burn her broom as well?
Asuka played for the Tengu for 2 seasons.
You didn't report her? Tell them what she'd done?
Her fate was not mine to decide. My fate is in my hands, as your fate is in yours.
Thank you, Professor. I shall remember what you've told me.
Yeah, see, that part I don't agree with. My fate is in my hands and your fate is in yours. Because, like, your friend put your fate in her hands by doing something that could have gotten you into serious trouble without your knowledge or consent or any of that, just because she was having a panic attack because she couldn't keep herself under control. Like, regardless of anything else, that first and foremost is the main thing. So I would have still reported her.
Arrest the momentum.
Yay! World map. Let's go do this.
Now.
I broke that ages ago. Why is it only now just falling?
Never trust a man who looks too smart. That's what my mother always said.
I'll be hearing back soon about the position that opened up at the Ministry. I sent my letter of inquiry last Monday.
The Minister for Magic didn't get where he is by sitting on his hands.
I don't know. Some ministers seem to be able to do that.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
I do indeed. Now this one requires 2 spells to be used. As you can see, that it's close to us and very short. We got that one over there.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
I have no idea what he's on about. So basically what I found worked best. This one has, this always seems to have 3 or something, I think. It's to cast Confringo, followed quickly by Arresto Momentum.
Confringo, Arresto Momentum.
Then run to the other one. And do the same.
Confringo, Arresto Momentum.
And then you just have to cast Confringo on the one in the lake.
Confringo. That's that. Settled.
Yay! Done. Done. And now our inventory slots should be increased for gear. So yeah, we've now got 28 for gear inventory, which is awesome. Fast traveling. Let's get this done and move on to the next thing. I can feel myself sort of sleepy in the stage.
Travel broadens the mind.
Over here.
It's not quite what I want to be in, but yeah. Anyway. I'm gonna need this.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No,
it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
I love that I upgraded the disillusionment charm so I can run, but also, he never bothers to check to make sure we actually knew it. He was just like, yeah,
mushroom stew like what my mother used to make.
Quickly now.
We should use it, and that was it. Oh, he didn't even make it quick enough to start telling me to do that.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Hopefully I can get my hands on fake for that student.
Afraid to fight?
Petrificus Totalis.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Revelio. Petrificus Totalis.
Yay! So far, so good.
Revelio.
Last couple of times I've done this, I ended up either dealing with those two and then ended up triggering everyone else, or I ended up triggering them from the guy that was walking around and almost caught me.
Someone there?
Petrificus Totalis.
Scrap. You will regret coming here.
Flipendo! Arresto momentum. Confringo! Accio! Expelliarmus!
That one had to see me, didn't he? Just had to see me. Anyway. Now, there's a document in there that once you grab will trigger more enemies to appear. So,
Revelio.
Explore the area first. And you should be fine. Okay then. Over we go.
Revelio.
Nothing else in here then, no, just a document.
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
I will draw blood.
Will you now?
You won't last long.
Levioso. Incendio. Incendio.
I won't get
Levioso. Accio. Defender.
Not quite. Let's get this over. Rather unwise.
Accio.
When are you going to...
Confringo. Arresto momentum. Accio. Expelliarmus. Glacius.
Confringo. You won't get away with that.
Arresto momentum. Accio. Confringo. Incendio.
Many goblins
Revelio.
have always been antagonistic towards wizard kind, but this is different somehow.
Yes, it's almost like they're all being controlled.
Let's head inside.
It's almost like they're all
Looks
being
like we
brought.
found the entrance.
Incendio! It's locked. Revelio. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
So in other words, he could have taught us a lot more, and he just chose not to. Damn it.
Someone was an avid reader. Can't say I'm familiar with many of these titles. I wonder who this is.
With robes like that,
Protego!
could be anyone.
I love how all I gotta do is walk into the room and it disables it. And it's like,
Revelio.
no more sweeping for you.
Incendio.
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
Revelio.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
To San Bakar.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sam Bakar's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber.
So there.
A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry.
Yep. Geronimo! Now, I want to point out, Professor Rackham said about it being activated now. So as you saw before, we walked in and now it wasn't doing this. Now it is. Because that's going to play a part again. When we deal with other things. That revealed itself differently to how the others have done it so far. The others actually revealed itself properly.
Revelio.
Enter the first trial.
I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section.
Yes, we have.
Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around.
Ceramic mask. Crimson clockwork scarf. So I'm having a little bit of trouble trying to keep myself awake. As well as the fact that I'm making some other noises and stuff from doing other things. The ceramic mask of power. That only goes up by 1 point, so I'm not considering it worth it. Oh, it's this. Okay. Ooh. Scholar's robe. Yeah, see, this is what I mean with like the daring cloak and stuff. It's like this one says a well-appointed cloak with a Gryffindor flair that may inspire you to gather courage. I have not found in any of the playthroughs what the Slytherin one is for that. Found the others, Hufflepuff being the first I found, but none of the have found Slytherin's one.
Confringo! Confringo! More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. Confringo! Confringo!
Yay! No, there's no more of them. There's just these.
These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. Arresto momentum. Accio. Confringo. Accio. Confringo. Accio. Confringo. Confringo. Accio. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Flipendo. Arresto momentum. Incendio. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Yay!
Revelio. What have the Keepers planned for me?
I don't think I went in all of them. So, I think I went here as Gryffindor, but not as a Hufflepuff. Like in that little section. Because again, as I've said before, it kind of becomes hard to remember what you've done and what you haven't done.
Familiar.
When yeah, when you're doing 4 like playlists at once. Sorry, where I'm sort of at that sort of more tired state, I'm sort of like losing track of like when I'm even saying anything to begin with. Like, wait, did I say something now? What was it I was saying? Oh yes, that's what I was saying.
Accio.
Now that's where I need to go, that side of it. But you want to go through this portal as well, which I did not do when I did my Gryffindor one. Because I thought this was the way to go. And it wasn't.
Accio. What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway.
Why are you repeating yourself?
More statues. Confringo! Arresto momentum. Accio! Defender! Defender! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Alright, so just spaced out for a second. Like, wait, what's going on? My mind is wandering. It's not helping.
Capulso! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Defender! Flipendo! Arresto Momentum! Confringo! Accio! Glacius! Depulso! Expelliarmus!
Yay!
Not making this easy on me.
Well, they're not meant to.
Depulso!
That was like the whole point of this.
Confringo!
I can feel my mind going. It doesn't want to be here. It's like, no, I want to go on holiday. It's like, I want that too, mind. I want to go on holiday too. I want to just not have to work for a second job.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. Confringo! Accio!
I keep spacing out. It's like, what am I going on? What are we doing?
What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway?
We already did that.
Something must be different. Accio! I'll never get used to these floors.
This one's gonna be a bit of a steady one to go. Yeah. Must power through, must keep awake. That was not the button I wanted.
Confringo!
That was the button I wanted.
Confringo! Arresto Momentum! Accio! Confringo! Incendio. Defendo. Arresto. Flipendo. Arresto Momentum. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Cabalso. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Yay, we did that.
Revelio. Accio. Now to see what's changed on each side of this archway. Revelio. Accio.
Alright, let's go. Let's go, 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 go. We are almost there. When a game gives you 2 Wigglewells, you should be concerned. Especially considering we get that, and I have no idea what that was. And we gained another 5 Wigglewells.
Don't like the look of this. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio.
No!
Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Glaciers. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Defender. Confringo. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Arresto momentum. Revelio. Defender. Glaciers. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Levioso. Incendio.
Come on!
Arresto. Confringo. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Arresto momentum. Accio. Defender. Defender. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Glaciers. Depulso. Predator. Stupefy. Arresto momentum. Confringo.
No!
Arresto momentum. Predator. Stupefy. Stupefy. Accio. Confringo. 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 Accio.
Yay! That took forever. But yeah, the spheres that he starts
What a
generating.
relief.
Yeah, the spheres he starts generating with the like in the different colours, it's basically the same as the shield. So like, if he generates a yellow one, use a yellow type spell. If he starts generating a purple one, do a purple type spell. He won't generate any others, as far as I'm aware, at least. So yeah,
Another pensive.
it is. Anyway, let's go. Trying to keep myself awake here. Memories.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take.
Well, looking at that, she's gonna do it anyway.
Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Yep, she's definitely done it.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here.
Revelio.
More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
It is need. Map chamber.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor. Rookwood.
I've seen you before. I haven't. Have I seen you before? Have I seen you before? I think I did with Slytherin. Not with Slytherin. We're playing Slytherin. See, I'm losing my mind already. With Hufflepuff, and I've seen you before. I did with Gryffindor. I'm gonna do. I've seen you before.
We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
I love that response. Anyway.
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
And that now activates those. We have now entered autumn / fall, depending on where you're from. Yay! So beautiful! Beautiful! Hopefully these messages won't be quiet this time. Game, you gonna play them?
I should ask Sirona at the Three...
I've got spectacular news. The broom upgrade's ready. Stop by the shop when you can. I hope you will come and see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Beats class, the Caretaker's Lament, which teaches us Alohomora, which we will be doing. Sweeping the competition, we'll go and get the upgrade, but that's about it. But yeah, again, like he started speaking and then all of a sudden we had that guy in and it's no, it's not what I need. Not right now. Oh. Alright. How much gold do I have? Not enough, but we're going to be selling stuff, so doesn't matter. Hogsmeade. Oh wait, yeah. We got Hogwarts. This thing is because there's a mission down here at the boathouse. I will speak to you in a moment, Mr. Moon. First, I want to go buy this upgrade.
Does it get any more cozy?
Again, like, it didn't bring that one up straight away, because it's supposed to bring that up immediately with the others. Then he starts speaking, because it's the automatic speaking that he does every time we enter Hogsmeade. And then she starts, but although she interrupts him, she doesn't speak loud enough. Like, I've got no way of increasing their volume or like getting them to play it again. That's one of the things that I would like to have, is that ability to, one, increase their volumes so that they're actually louder, to be able to separate background and voice audios, as well as selecting which one to prioritize. And I would also like to be able to open up the owl post and have it replay the audio. But there we go. But yeah, she wants us to collect 1 troll bogies and you cast a pulso on a levitated enemy. That is her thing. Anyway, new room upgrades.
Welcome back. I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. I truly appreciate all of your help.
Yes, the special price being 1,000 galleons.
What are we looking for today?
First thing first, sell stuff.
Nice doing business with you. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
I didn't buy any other brooms yet, so we're gonna leave that.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see... I must tell you, half of Hogsmeade's been by the shop asking about rumours of a broom upgrade. Without the information you provided, my work would have taken twice as long. Thank you again. It may sound ambitious, but I've already begun work on another upgrade, more difficult to perfect than the last. I wondered, would you be interested in joining forces again? There's another course near Arendelle that Miss Reyes has mastered. If you were to test this first upgrade there, it may help me as I develop the next. Oh, you'll consider it, won't you?
What more can you tell me about the next course?
It's just a jaunt from here, south of Hogsmeade. Beautiful mountain views. The course was designed to test flyer stamina. Some of your classmates mentioned they were headed there, eager to see what Imelda has in store. A bit surprising, considering many of them expressed reticence at the idea of racing against her at all. I hope that won't deter you, and you'll give the course a go. At least think on it.
Sounds as if you're really outdoing yourself. If I'm able to help, I will.
Thank you. I know this recent success was only the beginning of what I can do for broom flight.
Yay!
Report back as soon as you can, and we'll be off to the races.
Now, these upgrades. By the way, this is the latest broom that we got, the Lickety Swift. And we got the Night Dancer. Slytherin, Hogwarts House broom. Ember Dash. Yeah, these upgrades get applied to all the rooms, so you only need to buy it once, or at least that's what I've seen so far. I've not really seen a difference.
Off to the races then.
No.
Come on in and have a look around. No touching if you have sticky fingers.
Rugged robe. What?
I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you.
It's another scholar's robe.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
No.
I was wondering when I'd see you again.
Silver spectacles. Too high a damn level. Not by much, but still high enough.
Revelio.
Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Ooh, that sounds interesting. Definitely useful. I am curious what plant byproducts there are.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Will do.
Oh, the work it takes to keep a food.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
No. So I'm trying to think on where's the best way to go. It'd be this way, wouldn't it?
Revelio.
sorted into Ravenclaw for generations. Bit of a bookish lot, one might say.
My older brothers were all sorted into Ravenclaw.
The terribly blah. Blah blah blah. Shut up, Zenobia. No one cares for you. He's up there, but before I do...
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Well, you don't remember if I went to the kitchen or not. Yes, we did, because that's still got to handle that. It's alright, I can sort of feel myself where I'm a little sleepier because I feel more sleepier. Sort of just almost like it wipes the mind. It's like, what did I do again? What's going on? Anyway, Mr. Moon, teach us a little more. I will abuse it like no other. And you can get pretty much every demigod statue fairly quickly. There's only a few that you can't get because they're behind like a level 2 door, at least. Because I did it, I went around and collected off screen all the other demigod statues and stuff. And that got me, so I had one left in the Highlands collect, 2 in Hogsmeade, and 3 in Hogwarts, if I remember correctly, though I'm not entirely sure. And the ones I couldn't get were purely because they were behind locked doors. Anyway, let's do this.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologise if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
Yay!
Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Oh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be happy to help. I don't want to get in trouble. What's in it for me? I went with I'd be happy to help for Gryffindor. I don't want to get in trouble for Hufflepuff. I'm going to go what's in it for me for Slytherin, because I haven't done that yet.
Why would I do this? Seems all risk and no reward.
Oh, rest assured, there's very little risk, and there is, in fact, a reward. I will teach you a particularly useful spell. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh! I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Yay! Alohomora! I'm going to be unlocking everything! There are so many things that you find when you start unlocking stuff. It's so cool. Yay!
Alohomora.
There it is. Ta-da!
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
I wouldn't really say it was that restricted.
Alohomora.
Yeah, again, if you want to read any documents, just pause it, read it. I believe this must be Professor Garlick's room.
Revelio.
I'm not entirely sure, but... It's a badger. Okay, that was not
Revelio.
The thing I was after. Yeah.
Aloha, Mora.
Now, I've also noticed whilst I'm in this, I don't have to worry about like being detected. Yay!
Revelio.
And there goes the Daedalian key, which I need. Because we might as well get these. Even doing this, I haven't got to worry. Yay! Slytherin.
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between Aconite and Asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early.
You say that every year, Matilda.
The door they're standing in front of, by the way, is too high a level to unlock.
Revelio. Leviosa. Revelio. Revelio.
You notice nothing. There we go.
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Yay!
Ranrock's loyalists are preparing for a rebellion. Brutes, always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and his lot wouldn't be so combative if the ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him his hat. Or help. Anyway, I'm not afraid of a goblin rebellion. My marks in I don't think That's what that class is for.
She's right. Why don't you leave goblins alone?
Hello, Hamora.
I love that little conversation they have. It's like, that's it, 50 house points. How dare you speak to a prefect that way? I'm a prefect too, you twitch. That's it, 50 house points, blah blah blah. You notice nothing. You're terrible at your job.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
Revelio.
Well,
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
Huh. Hufflepuff? Ravenclaw? I know when I see a winning team. Ravenclaw would not have been that. I thought of the Hufflepuff.
What was that?
What was what?
I thought I heard something. Perhaps not. Anyway, I had high hopes for Hufflepuff. I was finally going to learn the Quidditch rules.
It's a majestic sport. Encompasses the whole of the human condition.
How's that?
Well, all of the teamwork and flying about and the golden snitch. Rather a lot like life, isn't it?
Oh, I suppose I should pay closer attention in the next match, if there ever is one.
I suppose you should.
I just love that little conversation. Now, if you recall, the headmaster, Professor Black, cancelled Quidditch this year because of an injury. This document talks about that injury. It doesn't give lots of detail because, like, it does say things like redacted by order of Professor Black for so many things, such as patient's name, attending, healer is still there, but age is redacted. In my professional opinion, a redacted hardly counts as an injury, so clearly it's not as bad as it's being made to be. Pure blood something, Professor Black. When and something, Professor Black. Before the snitch was even in sight. When I pressed the headmaster slightly, I was told redact. Like, there's a lot of redacted stuff, all by Professor Black.
Revelio.
So ring-a-ding-ding. And now, all I gotta do is make my way out. You see nothing. You guys are terrible.
Revelio.
The faculty tower is off limits to students. Likely Peeves playing tricks again, I hope.
Oh, what? That works? I've never had that happen before. Normally when it's time to leave, I just leave and like never had an issue.
Revelio. Lumos.
Wait, hold on. I can cast Lumos whilst disillusioned. Beware the floating lights, everyone. That's funny. I'm sorry, but that's just funny.
Revelio.
Alright, anyway. Mr. Moon.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
Be glad to help if I have the time, but I'm not making any promises. I went with glad to help for Gryffindor. If I have the time, but I'm not making any promises for Hufflepuff, I'm going to go with that one.
I'll see what I can do, but I'm fairly busy. I can't promise anything.
Understood. But I hope you will find the time. In case it matters, I do have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance?
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alohomora. Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that.
Yay!
Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
And there is no more curfew either, so I can now just walk in here whenever I want. Without issue. Without a care in the world. Care in the world. Okay, so that's got to be the divination teacher's one. What looks like that? Oh, it's a roller. It's a roller. But yeah, right, look, level 3. We need level 3 for that. Why are you here? Is that a diving board? For the prefect's bathroom?
Confringo! Accio!
Yay! There are level 1 locks everywhere in Hogwarts. And I do mean everywhere.
Revelio.
Level 2 lock. Dang. Anyway. There's another door. There are several of those doors everywhere. There's another one here. And it's all related to this puzzle thing.
Accio.
Then you have the final door here. There we go. Smell chocolatey, eh? So I'm going to travel here because then we can undo the locks that are there. Well, I can't undo. Oh wait, I can undo that one, but I don't think I can undo this one. Oh wait, I can undo both. Yay!
Aloha Mora.
Yay! And that gets me the stairs that go up.
Aloha Mora.
There are so many places to go now that I can go. Yay, those two are done. I don't know what I would put my talons in or on. So for the time being, we're going to leave it empty. Just for now. Catching the mic, that's not what I need. Like, we won't add any more until we're done. Or until the next episode when I can figure out what I want. Where's that one to go? Great Hall.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Uh-huh.
Aloha Mora.
Mine now, Demi guys.
Yeah. Built out a wing. There's quite a few here. I went to the wrong place. I don't. Guess we'll just run there. So I can unlock that.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Which will get me near potions. It gets me the other side of that area. Before I do that, let's go down here.
Aloha Mora.
Major point.
Revelio.
Now, that door I cannot unlock, but the one that's around here, this one I can. I'm just not going to at the moment. I can feel that sleepy diet that's setting in again. It's like a disease. Not that way. We will eventually go that way, just not now.
Aloha Mora.
Yay!
Revelio.
So we are here now. And if I go this way, we basically just end up back here, which is cool. Alright, there are loads of places you can go. But for now, let's go to Central Hall, do the final Daedalian key.
I say, teach me everything.
I adore them.
Final key! Yes! We now have to put them in the house chest. Now, if you notice,
Oh, my mother makes the most delicious Alahotzi fudge every Christmas. Can barely fit into my school robes when it's time to come back.
there are these little latches along the
on the kitchen floor with my cousins. Not the same here in the courtyard.
Can you two shut
Brother
up?
just started at Hogwarts as a Gryffindor. Thought for certain he'd be Slytherin, cunning as he is.
I'm glad I don't have to stay in the castle for the holidays. I find the moving staircases unnerving when no one's around.
My entire family's been sorted into Hufflepuff. Except for me, that is. Makes sense. Not one for hard work, if I'm honest.
Then you should have been in like a different house, because this is the one for ambition.
My parents visited the school once. All I can say is thank Merlin it's against school policy to let them in the common room.
Someone was sat by the fire in our common room the other day with steam coming out of their ears.
Slytherins almost always use the door to the right of the entrance hall.
Even if I knew how to get into the other common rooms, I wouldn't bother. There's a reason I was sorted into my house.
Yeah. Anyway, like these latches are all in relation to each of these,
From the 3 broomsticks right now.
which also have numbers on.
Both are excellent tonics.
These little
I'd like
coins.
to do some window shopping in Hogsmeade this weekend. Don't have the gallery.
Accio!
Shut the hell up!
Levioso!
What find me there?
Incendio!
Goddamn thing.
Talking to her plants the other day, having a full conversation she was. Quite interesting, actually.
Albie Weeks from Spintwitches has such interesting notions about how to improve brooms. Mr. Stuffy does that one.
Sometimes I wish I
This Daedalian Keys challenge is coming along nicely.
Yeah.
visit Ollivanders again.
So you can see they sort of open out as we put a key in.
That's it. I'm making good progress
As
with
we
those
put the
tokens.
tokens in. And then when we
I wish there was
do
something I
it,
could do to stand up to the headmaster. Likely best to keep my
You'll
head
see
Another
him.
house token for the house chest.
I wish the headmaster would retire. Let Professor Weasley take over for him.
What was the ministry thinking, putting Black in charge of a bunch of children? He hates children.
Professor Black was terrible before he decided to cancel Quidditch. That decision was the icing on the cauldron cake, if you ask me.
Hogwarts hasn't been the same since Black took over. Lucky for us, we have Professor Weasley.
yeah. So like now
Oh, my mother makes the most
You're gonna see-
delicious Alahotzi fudge every Christmas.
you're gonna see all these latches suddenly start moving, and these revolve to numbers to unlock.
All of my siblings have finished.
Here we
So
go.
let's
The
go.
last house token. Time to see what's inside.
Brother just started at Hogwarts as a
Yay!
Gryffindor. Thought for certain he'd be Slytherin, cunning as he is.
I miss playing gobstones on the kitchen floor with my cousins. Not the same.
My entire family's been sorted.
I am wondering if it's the same code for each of them.
Well, look at that. Thanks goes to the former headmistress, Eupraxia Mole.
I am wondering if it's the same. Hold on. I want to see the animation. So cool! I'm wondering if it's the same numbers on each of the house chests. Those people would not shut up. And it's like, I'm trying to talk, trying to do something here. God damn it. It's like, I can't even get rid of them. Oh, did I miss? So now, if I put it on, it is cosmetic in appearance only. So it's like, it's a transmogrification but nothing else. Where is it? It's here. So this is our one. This is Slytherin's one, which is quite cool actually. Another unique thing about it. Let's head outside. Is that every time you cast a spell, it glows.
Lumos.
Which is so cool. Yeah, see, like I can land on this bridge and be perfectly fine. But if I try landing on this one, the game says no. Game's like, no, you could not land on this one.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
One of them? God, I followed all of them. The cloaks again, clipping through everything. But it does look cool, and even for broom flight, it's just so cool. Yay! Oh wow, that is very long. It's like almost on the floor.
Hello, Nellie. Actually, I found all of the keys and opened my house chest.
Oh, wonderful. What did you find?
I found a rather interesting costume.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for solving that mystery for me. I always wondered what those keys would lead to.
I love the fact he refers to it as a costume, and the fact that he's wearing it and doesn't bother to go, I found this. Like... But it's so cool! So this is going to be our new thing that we have. Oh! Oh yes. We will be a little bit quick with this. What we want to do, we're going to go to the trophy room because I found something that's quite interesting that I think you need to see.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Aloha, Mora.
Yay! So, firstly, when it lets me run. When we come up here, first one that is a single panel, go through it. Hit the door. And it has a chest as well. Now this is a bit of a long windy path, which is also interesting. Oh yes, I almost forgot about that. Oh, it's a lock level 2. Same with that one. So if we go this way, there's another door puzzle to unlock. And we go around this way. Look what we found!
Revelio.
Yay! Nope, not that. Me not paying attention where I'm going.
Hello, Hamora. Revelio.
Yay! And if we go down here, we've got a few things. Firstly, we got one of them moth frames. We got this here that we can't unlock yet. This, whatever this is, what this is here for. But then when we walk out here, we're in that corridor right next to potions. Yay! Right, I'm trying to keep myself awake again because it's like I can feel myself going. And it's like I need to wake myself up. At least for a little bit. Because we're almost done. To the room of requirement.
Dick thinks you should be proud of him.
Yay! Fast travel. But yeah, this is so cool.
How many hours do you think Hogwarts has? I almost bought an hour.
Kenny, you gonna come say hi? Gonna come check out my robe? My cloak thing, my robe cloak thing. Kenny! Anyway.
I find the girls to be messier than
Yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video. What I will do is I'm gonna leave this on because, like, leave that coat thing on, partly because like it's cool, but also I want to show it off to the other houses and stuff. But yeah, off screen I will go around and I'll clear up the fog and stuff from the map and go around doing the landing platforms, as most of the balloon paths, and possibly a few Merlin trials and stuff. I will definitely go around and collect all the demiguise statues that I can, and I'll do that all off screen. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and as always I'll see you in the next video. Bye.